Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. I'm doing Quaed Al Fursan by Lattafa today. I've had this for a few months now. It's really cheap, and it's probably my favorite cheap Middle Eastern / dupe fragrance that I have. This fragrance is like 15 bucks, so don't expect the best quality bottle. It's just a glass bottle, giant piece of plastic there. It does have a magnetic cap though. Box is just a box, has the same design on it, I think. Doesn't really matter. Eau de Parfum, this will last a decent amount of time. I'd say anywhere between 6 to 8 hours. Maybe a little bit less though, but I get decent longevity on this. Good projection as well. That burst of pineapple. Alright, now the interesting part. What does this actually smell like? So, this is a dupe of the original Creed Aventus with that sweet juicy pineapple and slight woody smell, and I actually never smelled that. I gotta go to Bloomingdale's or any kind of store that sells it. I know I probably should have smelled that by now, but this is probably a good representation of what that smells like. You know how Lattafa is. They make some of the highest quality, and closest, most identical to the original dupe fragrances on the market. So even though this one's older, I'm sure it's no different compared to the other fragrances that they have that get extremely close to the more expensive alternatives. Or not alternatives, originals. So, the most popular summer fragrance by Lattafa is Opulent Dubai. And it's alright. It's decent, juicy mango fragrance. Not my favorite. But I think even though that one's the most popular summer fragrance that they have to offer, this is the best one. And keep in mind, I haven't smelled all of their fragrances, but this is my favorite Lattafa. Not only just summer fragrance, my favorite Lattafa fragrance in general. So yeah, this one, I highly recommend. I know some people have mixed opinions on this. My comment section on a short, somebody said, I don't know, something, they didn't really like it at all. It didn't smell like pineapple to them. Alright, now we're getting to main accords. Fruity, sweet, woody, tropical, fresh, amber, warm spicy, oud, white floral, and fresh spicy. So I did not realize there was oud in this fragrance. Actually, you know what? This is just out of the cap, but there's a slight woodiness, which I was saying I didn't realize that would have been oud. But most people love this fragrance. Definitely spring, summer, could pull it off in the fall. It says people vote. I wouldn't really recommend wearing this in the fall, but I guess you could do it. People vote day and night. More of a daytime fragrance. Maybe at night, probably not though, in my personal opinion. Alright, a limited amount of notes here as well. Pineapple and saffron, top notes. Middle notes, balsam, fir, and jasmine. Base notes are cedar, amber, and oud. So, basic, not really complex fragrance. 15 bucks. Smells amazing. Gets the job done. Gets you compliments. Lasts a good amount of time all day. I think this is definitely a good fragrance pickup. If you're looking to not break the bank and get an affordable cheapie or dupe fragrance for the summer, Quaed Al Fursan is definitely up there for you. If you prefer that God of Fire, or you prefer mango, that kind of DNA, I recommend Opulent Dubai to you. This is sweet, very juicy mango fragrance, ripe, juicy mango fragrance. That one lasts longer than this one. I will give it that. I will give it credit for that. But overall, this is better. Get on skin. My atomizer's kind of messed up. So right the second that you spray it, pineapple overload. Like, imagine this. You get a pineapple from the store, right? It's the peak of like when pineapples are in harvest, like when they taste the best, right? And it's just, you cut it open, cut it into slices. You take all the slices, you put it in a plastic, like a huge Tupperware bowl. and then you just like stick your nose in there, and it's just like a huge burst of pineapple. That's what you get when you first spray it. And it didn't dry down yet, but I am very familiar with this fragrance. So a little bit after the dry down, maybe give it like 10-20 minutes. That cedar and oud, maybe a little bit of the amber, they're gonna come in, and they're gonna make the pineapple burst like a little bit more subtle. Maybe that's what that one guy in my comments was saying about how he didn't like this fragrance, because maybe he could smell the oud. But when this dries down, the oud is not very present to me. It just maybe subtles out the fragrance a little bit. It's not really that kind of stinky oud, maybe, you know, that a lot of people don't like. But to me, it just is a good balance to the fragrance. So yeah, if you wanted this fragrance, but notice that there is an oud note in it, don't be alarmed. Not every oud is gonna stink. And personally, this one does not smell bad, and I think to the majority of people, it wouldn't smell bad either. So, with that being said, this is my favorite summer fragrance from Lattafa. And it's probably the cheapest fragrance from Lattafa. I got this for like 14 bucks or something. And final verdict, I'll give this 8.3 out of 10. Really good fragrance. It's lacking maybe the lacking aspects of this. Projection's decent. Longevity could be better. And the cheapness of the bottle. Very cheap bottle. But yet again, it is $15. So what do you expect? But I had high expectations when I got this fragrance. I blind bought it even though I could have smelled it in the store. Because I don't know, I'm stupid.
Here we are again. Here we are again.